We are getting a lot of questions in PMP exam on project selection techniques, how the project are selected, and many students have requested it. Particularly one of my certified PMP in club, he just did PMP like few days back. He requested me to make this video, so I will try to summarize many important concepts in this video. First of all, important thing to understand is what is a project. A is always always a temporary endeavor. Now, this is the biggest characteristic of the project. It has to be temporary. Mean, if there is no definite start and end, then this is not a project. It is repetitive or does not have a deadline. It can be an operation. It cannot be project. So it's a temporary endeavor, temporary thing, temporary activity, whatever you want to call that you do to produce any services, results, and things. And projects are basically created on the demands of stakeholder. It can be created from the demand of stakeholders, maybe a market demand, organization, customer requirement, legal requirement. There are many things that can actually initiate project. But then we come back to the operation. Operations, once a project ends, once a project ends, its endeavors, its product, services are transferred to operations. Let me give you a very simple example. Let's say you are going to make a bridge, a construction bridge that is a very important project. So you make a bridge, the making of a bridge has a definite start, definite end, and you get a product, services, or result as a result of that project. So once a bridge is made, a project is completed. Now the bridge will come to operation phase. Now vehicles will go on it. There will be maintenance activity. There will be operation activity. Maybe we have a tool plaza there to collect the money for the bridge. People passing from there. So there are many operational activities that will keep happening on that bridge now. So project when ends, it goes back to operation. It is also possible that one part of the bridge collapsed, maybe because of earthquake or whatever the reason may be there. Then for that you do another project. So project can start, and at the end of the project, you can have operation, or in running operation, you make a project. Okay. Then very important concept is program. Program is a collection of related projects. It's a collection of related projects. This is important to understand. We can have a framework like this: program, project A, project B, project C, or maybe even have sub-programs. But all the projects in the program are interconnected, they are related. For example, let's say you live in India, you have one house in Bombay, you are making one house in Mumbai, one in Delhi, one in Calcutta, one somewhere else. So you manage all those projects through a program, all those projects through a program. Then we have a term known as portfolio. Portfolio is a collection of projects, program, and operations. So we have projects, we have program, which itself can have related projects in it. We have operations, and we have sub portfolio in it. Now, programs were also collection of project. So projects are temporary, programs are temporary. Whereas portfolio has operation in it. So portfolios are not limited by timeline. So they keep on happening, keep on happening. Very important concept to understand. Then we have basically organizational project management framework. How basically you start a project. So you have an organizational strategy. Let's say the organization says that we want to earn $2 billion. So that's an organizational strategy. Right now, I'm taking the terms in the terms of finance. You can have anything that you want to have. So let's say there's an organizational strategy that you want to earn maybe $2 billion. From that organizational strategy, basically you give portfolio. You tell this to portfolio. The portfolio decide on this thing. So you have portfolio, it's deciding how to get the value. It is deciding on value decision. Then portfolio will make program and project, and they will give results. These results will be transferred to operation. These results will be transferred to operation, and of course, programs and projects will also give feedback to portfolio, and operation will assess. Like let's say we want to earn 2 billion, we did project program. At the first quarter, we should have earned, like let's say what will be the 500 million. Instead of that, we earned 350 million. So the operation will say, hey, organization, we haven't earned 500 million, we only earn 150 in this quarter. So the organization strategy or CEOs will say to portfolio to do more projects and program and so on. This is called organizational project management. So very important concept to understand, organizational project management. Then the project does not happen like in vacuum. We have organizational process assets that basically influence the projects. What are OPS or organizational process asset? They are policies, procedures, tools and templates, and most importantly, lesson learned in the project. Policies, procedures, tools and template, and lesson learned. Lesson learned register is there. Then we have enterprise environmental factor. Two things very important, OPS and enterprise environmental factor. Now, enterprise environmental factors can be custom, culture, organizational structure, like you have a projectized organization or a functional organization. Then government standards, infrastructure, existing human resource inside the organization, outside the organization, work authorization system, project management information system, stakeholder tolerance, all those things. So you need to understand that. Then there is also a concept of PMO, like project management office. Is it a supportive project management? Is it a controlling or is it a directive? Important concept to understand. Supportive PMO gives authority to project manager. He is doing everything. The PMO project management office is giving tool, templates, policies, and training. In controlling, we do all those things plus we do audit. So here the control of PMO is medium level. In directive, PMO actually manages the project. The control is highest. So PM can also be part of PMO. Important concept to understand. Then master servant leadership. Like I already made a video on servant leadership. Do watch that. For now, just understand that servant leader is just like a father who put the project, a company as a first thing we want to achieve. Then he put the team first. He understand the team. He develop the team. He give them the best environment. He inspire the people. He try to enrich the life of the people. He's like a good guy who's helping them. And if there's any kind of impediments, he basically block every kind of impediments that can come on their way. So he's basically a servant leader. Now, being said that, about all the environment that you required for your project, the next thing comes how you are going to select a project. Now, very important thing, the need, we already said that the need can occur from anywhere. The need can occur from, let's say, a customer requirement, legal requirement. So you have a need assessment for something. Now we are going back a little bit. First we discussed project, program, portfolio, organizational strategy. Now we are going back of project, because program and portfolio is not basically a part of your PMP that much. The things that I told you is more than enough about them. These are the fundamental concept. Need assessment, why you want to do. What is the need of that project? On the basis of that need assessment, you make a business case. Business case is economic feasibility, cost benefit analysis. It's a cost benefit analysis. Why you want to do that project. So in the cost benefit analysis, let's say need assessment says that we want to earn this much money or we want to follow this new rule. There will be more than one type of projects that you can do. Let's say we have project A, project B, project C, project D. So business case is a cost benefit analysis feasibility study. You have a need assessment there, economic feasibility is there. So before deciding that which project to follow, you will check what is the payback period. What is the payback period when you can get your money back. Let's say, let's take a simple example. Instead of four, only take two projects. We have two project options, project A and project B. So the payback period of project A is, let's say, 2 years, whereas payback period of project B is, I would say, 4 year. So which is the better project? Of course, I get my money earlier, so I will go with that project A. Then there are other financial term, return on investment. When I will get my return of investment and which project will give me the more return of investment. The more return of investment it is, the better it is. Same goes for net present value. First of all, for net present value, you need to understand that net present value has to be greater than zero, and the more net present value, the better it is for your exam, for your project. So a project having more net present value, you will consider that. Same goes for IRR. More IRR, the better it is. So from all these figure, less payback period, better it is. More return on investment, better for you. More NPV, better for you. IRR, better for you. Another thing that you need to understand, and you can get actually a question on this exam, is present value and future value. So let's say if I lend you 1 million rupees, and you give it back to me after 5 years, will that 1 million rupee will be equal to what it was equal to 5 years ago? Please pause this video and write the answer in the comment. So it will not be equal. The inflation will be there. So for that we have a concept known as future value. The value of this money in the future. We have 1 plus interest rate into number of years. So exam can actually ask you, it can give you present value, interest rate, number of years, and ask future value, or give you future value, interest rate, number of year, and present value. These are some of the questions that can ask. I don't think so exam will ask anything else to calculate number of years. So this is basically business case, economic feasibility of which project to choose, the financial metrics. Financial metrics, of course, you will look risk there, assumptions there, need assessment, all those things, but business case is all about finance. Then business case also have benefit in it. What are the benefits you are going to get from these projects? But now in 2021 we have our own benefit management plan. What are the benefits that we are going to get from the project? What are the target benefits? This benefit. Now once we have selected a project, we will identify a benefit for this, and we will make a benefit management plan. Remember this, nowhere here need assessment, business case, or benefit management plan, project manager is nowhere here. He can be a part of the team, but it is not compulsory. This is the job of a business analyst, or you can say sponsor. He is making business case, benefit management plan, whatever you want to say. So you get a benefit management plan, that these are the benefits that must be present at the end of the day. And once the project is closed, we will measure that have we achieved these benefits or not. So what are the target benefit? Then who is the owner of the benefit, how you are going to transfer him, all those things. So let me show you. So business case is all about reasons, options, of course, benefit, and most importantly cost. And benefit management plan is basically all this financial term. Okay, remember this one, lower payback period, highest. Okay. What are the benefits, target benefits you are having? How these benefits will align to the bigger picture of organization strategic alignment? What is the time frame of these benefits? When the benefit will start happening? The earlier the benefits start happening, the better it is for your project. who is the owner of this benefit and how you are going to measure. If you cannot measure, you cannot manage. What are the matrices that you are going to use? Assumption, risk, everything in benefit management plan. So we started from the need assessment, we went to benefit business case, then we get benefit management plan. Once that is approved, then we make a project charter. Project charter is a very important document. It basically gives authority to the project manager, but before that it formalizes the project. It is a high level plan, high level plan having key milestones in it. Very important thing, it establishes partnership between the organization, it will formalize the project, give identify the project manager, gives project manager the authority to use reporting authority. It is initiated by sponsor, we have signed there, and other important things, it must have justification, maybe the high level business case or benefit management plan. Here, how you move, how you identify that your project is achieved, success criteria. You can get a question, now you have completed your project, how you are going to see whether you have achieved the success criteria or not? You will check your project charter. Where are the high level requirement? They are in project charter. High level description, high level risk, summary milestone, summary budget, project requirement, of course project manager and sponsor. All those things must be there. So very important thing to understand, when you are writing a project charter, like we have done need assessment, business case, benefit management plan, you are writing a project charter. So it's a good thing to get the buy-in of stakeholders, involve them in writing the project charter, so that once the charter is approved, project manager is assigned. When you communicate, once the charter is written, the next step is communicate the chartered approved charter to the stakeholders. Once you communicate the charter with them, if they know that what are their requirement, what is expected from them, they actually can help you out. They actually can basically follow those uh, roles and responsibility that you have given them. If they basically, if you don't tell them what to do, how to do, I don't think so they are going to follow it. So it's a very very important concept that you communicate this to project stakeholders. So once the project charter is done, then you make stakeholder register, then you write down stakeholder register. Stakeholder register, another very, very important concept for your exam. So let me show you a template of a project charter that you can, template of project charter that you can use for your exam, that you can, that can help you in better understanding the content of exam. Okay, that is basically PMI on template, title of the project, sponsor, prepared by manager for customer, the justification of the project, description, high level requirement, risk, project success criteria, high level scope, timeline, cost, maybe we write some milestones here, summary milestones. Okay, estimated budget, who are the key stakeholders, their roles. This is the reason we share that with the stakeholders so that they know their roles. The description, project manager authority, like functional organization, projectized organization, budget management, description, and maybe how to solve the conflict. That is more of a part of team charter, but you can use that. Approval, project manager signature, because you are giving him authority, you need him, so you put that. Sponsor, who is sponsor, project manager name, all those things. So this is a template, a very good template. Let's see another template. So project title, manager, start date, end date, business need, scope, deliverable, risk, issue, finance, milestone, completion date, approval review committee, and project team. So we saw that two template. We look at the foundation of project, a very, very important concept for your PMP exam, especially the fifth domain. Like in new PMP, since we are ATP, we have 5 days course, 5 domains. So in that, basically project selection is a very important. I would say even we spend a one complete day on the things that I just shared you. I hope that proved helpful for you and you can clear exam with the help of it. Thank you very much. Until next time, stay legendary and stay happy.